Hey people, welcome to the MatMadik Cast channel. Shannon, Garcia, shout out to you. Thank you for recommending this piece by KillWill and the Marine rapper Grinchmode, the official video. Alright, let's check it out. Before we do, let me just point out that I like the way these guys flow. But I don't really know them that much. I imagine that they're both patriots. I mean, it's funny. I've had people in the comments telling me that people like KillWill, Marine rapper, the integrity has been challenged by other certain rappers. Just Tyson James. I don't know. I'll check out his Christmas song he did after this. But Kill was on a song with Nick Natoli, and some people suspicious of that. I'm not throwing any shade. I'm just saying. I personally dig Kill Will. I personally dig the Marine rapper. I dig both of these guys. If you guys in the comments want to start getting on my case about these guys, well, you know, it's your right. But I'm gonna let this song speak for itself. I suspect Grinchmode is going to be something on the, who knows, maybe something on the patriotic side, talking about the actual Grinches who are stealing Christmas, i.e. the certain politicians who are just ramming through crazy bills, or something else. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go for it. What's this?
We struggling, salt wounds they rub it in. Need a red pill, cause it got bills, no heat for the culture. No nat king cold, just a lump of it. Still your hard earned money for the fun of it. 87,000 nations and they loving it. Or just a tail of a weaponized government. Green face and a grim smile. Give an inch and a take a mile. J6 in a witch trial. With a red hat and your profile. Program in your child's minds with a TikTok and the woke lies. Bad for but in disguise. They blurring all lines.
Jesus. Goosebumps. Before we drop the hook, man. Sorry, can you see the goosebumps in the camera? Sorry, the light's too bright, but damn, dude. You know flow when you hear it. It's just that's flow, and he's bringing out a lot of stuff that resonates with people. Hence the chain reaction of, I don't know. But this dude can flow, and that the visuals. I love the green face. It just looked perfect as the Grinch. I want to dig into the history of that character, but like I said, patriot, man. I mean, it's funny. Some people. This is one thing I dislike about certain Christian rappers or so-called mag rappers who just want to start talking about who's not as ordained or holy as damn, sorry, I got to turn off my Skype notifications. He's turn this thing off. It's deafening me. Okay, sorry. People who come in the patriot camp and start saying this person's not real, disown them. It's one thing if you are calling out. I mean, look, we're all in the camp of calling people out. All the way to David Icke, who's definitely not right, or he's more left, if anything, but he's not left. I don't think so either. But when you're in your business of calling out hypocrisies in other people, after a while, you start turning in on your own people and start getting paranoid and start saying who's this and who's that. Focus more on what you can do to bring us to enlightenment rather than what's the cause of someone else's disenlightenment. When all you do is talk about, I'm talking again to people in the comment section who got issue with Kill Will here, who I've dealt with before. If all you want to do is talk about how somebody else is not real and doing us harm, if you will, if you think about it properly, you're kind of doing. You're as good as the deep state who are telling us that we are bad. Also, it's one thing because here's the thing: when real recognizes real, I know there are some cunning deceptions out there, but when you got actual messages that resonate with people, something that is good of what you got to offer, it speaks for itself. You know when somebody's fake if what they're doing in and of itself is just bringing you down. I can't deal with black pillars, that's what I'm trying to say. This dude's talking about red pills and red hats in our profile, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, mate. Still got to take down this Christmas tree. Still here. Just plugged out the lights. and no Grinch is stealing this from me, but people, I just want to say, let's listen to what KillWill's talking about, and aim your, as Tom McDonald says, aim your skepticism or suspicion, if you will, at the masters of the Squid Game, not so much your fellow players. You may take issue with that, but we ought not be playing Squid Games in the first place. Let's just do away with all the illusions. And KillWill, I like what you're trying to do, peeling back the veils that have people blindly attacking each other rather than taking issue with the Wizard of Oz, if you will. Sorry to use theatrical terms, but you're dressed up as a Grinch, for goodness sake. Anyway, let's see where this song takes us. Sorry for these long monologues, people.
They go in Grinchmode, breaking through the windows, coming for your kids now, aiming for the lost souls. They go in Grinchmode, creeping in the shadows. Santa, if you're real, man, please bring me some ammo.
Excellent. That's dope. I see, and it's fun enough for people to catch on to, even if you're not particularly politically minded. You little animated Grinch. Alright, here comes Marine Rapper. After I hear their flows, then I'm gonna start breaking down the numbers. That's what MatMadik do, people. Alright.
Garcia had enough of this. Draw the line when it comes to kids. Why? Pedophiles online all the time and they try to ruin lives. It's repulsive. What's up with the trafficking? Around the world, what's happening? AI real faking this. Can't make other ugliness. For a blue face, they fake smile. For the green, with streams in the suicide. E-line and Twitter files. What you think? Laptop and Hunter Biden. What you think? Everything blows my mind. What you mean? Even cartoons defiled. What you mean? Coming after your child. What you mean? I'm drawing the line. So I lace up my boots and I put on my camo. Santa, if you real, then bring me some ammo. No family tree, only rappers is present for all of our children. So men gotta step in. Yes sir, I'll be the man to address this. Yes sir, we get to protect our blessings. Santa, don't worry about your checklists. I'm crossing out the you don't mess with. Nah.
Hey, that was pretty good flow. I mean, I appreciate the call to action that when you start listing out all the buzzwords, the is it called the maps, if you will, that nonsensical term for people who have inappropriate affections for certain people. I'm trying to be algorithmically friendly these days, people. I don't need a seventh strike of this stupid channel retroactively for opinions on matters. But the call to action, as the Salty Cracker would say, ought to be encapsulated with metaphorically speaking, something like that. When you, on one hand, yes, it's good to take advantage of the second of 2A. I'm just going to again talk that way, but because especially now when people are being physically accosted, just trying to get by, and when you and trying to be trying to be talked into giving up 2A whilst they're physically being accosted, this is absurd. Randomly, random citizens in the country are experiencing that in the right now during this info WAR. We still have to, it's just like me with this algorithm, we still have to speak in ways that lets people know that we don't have to get kinetic or anything. Maybe I've said too much, I don't know. But, I mean, necessarily, we can still undermine this whole regime by simply being pro-life. I'm not talking about the literal matter. I'm talking about being pro-live and let live. When you've got somebody saying, this is why I don't rock with it when it comes to the right. Ultimately, the whole point of 1A and 2A is to be able to be free and imperturbable. You're free to express yourself and you're able to guard yourself from what you don't want people to press on you, especially if you're dealing with tyranny. Because this is it. It's when it comes down to one way of looking at the world, or you'll suffer consequences. Courtesy of me, a tyrant. I just don't work with that. I just don't work with tyranny. I'm not saying that people on the right are tyrants. Absolutely, no way. I'm just saying, well, funnily enough, when you come to microscopic camps and so on, when you get infighting, then you're experiencing tyranny in the right. That's what tyranny in the right looks like. You can't be a MAGA rapper because I'm the only. This town is big enough for the two of us. That's tyranny. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. But hey, you have the right to defend yourself, and you have the right to um, express yourself and not like you don't like. That's one thing. But when it comes to literally putting your hands on somebody who otherwise would just be happy to just carry on living life, just minding their own business, which is what I experience comes from the left to the right these days. That's not on. That's not on. So, call to actions like get your ammo. I personally like to parenthetically add the clause, metaphorically speaking, because we're not talking about civil WAR again, or getting annoyed and starting to be physical about things. That's not what we're about. We're about switching law and order back on. The whole point of having the armed forces is so that you don't have to do that. But when certain armed forces are attacking you, and persecuting you and so on for non crimes, then of course it would appear that we have to defend ourselves. But ultimately, when you look at a situation in isolation, like these that rappers often do, and you trace it back to the beginning, when somebody's minding their own business, living their own lives, just being free and so on, not trying to impede anyone else and not impeding anyone else, and somebody comes along and says you're doing wrong. Case in point, I'll try and show you because I can't say it, so I'll watch without threatening the algorithm or tempting fate. When it comes to these things, Anyway, you're not wearing one, so I'm gonna put my hands on you and throw you in a car, and put you in a wagon and take you downtown. All that tyranny. No, that's not on. So people, let's just let the song ring out one more time, and then I'll give my thoughts on the numbers I project, or that I think that this video will reach going forward. Anyway. Nice. This is lovely, man. It's really nice to sing along to. You two verses. Oh. Nice, nutcracker. You know what I'm saying? That's right, we're nutcrackers around here. Is that him, by the way? That's nice. This dude's talented. Woo, he's got some talent on him. Alright, now I think we should take a break and start talking about numbers. This video so far, I've got to drop my like. Excuse me, where are we? Come on. There we go. Let's drop my like on this. This video, it's dropped yesterday. Already got 14,000 views. KillWill, of course, you got 22.4 subs. I pray it keeps climbing for you, mate. You got talent. Songs like this. Oh boy. 14k views, eh? Christmas is already over. It may do another 1,000 views, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll just shoot past that. So songs like this. That's the problem with Christmas songs, It's like it's very much a puff of smoke, because people just tend to want to forget Christmas once the tree goes back in the box and all that. Or wherever you do the tree, just send it to a wood chipper. Hope that didn't trigger the algorithm too. But this song has got a good showcasing of talent and a good strong message to kind of get people ready for the year to come. But I don't know, people. Let me know if you think that this song is gonna do more than 15k, or is it plateaued. Anyway, let's let the song ring out. His scraggly voice right there reminds me of Mises, but That's like that's these are a few of my favorite things, right? I'm just catching all these motifs. These are a few of my favorite things. Yeah, man. That's nice. Dude, KillWill. And the Marine rapper. Nice verse. Keep it poppin'. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, mate. I know Christmas is over, but at least I can wish you Happy New Year. Thank you again, Shannon Garcia. Let's keep it rocking, people. Peace.